up, everybody? It's October 3rd. I'm 27 years old. I use they, them pronouns. I live in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and I always know what day it is. So I actually got my name from a few different things. The first being the iconic movie Mean Girls. You know, on October 3rd, he asked me what day it was. It's October 3rd, by the way. It's also the Halloween season, and I'm a spooky cookie bitch from time to time. And also, having a date as a name is camp. Like, who does that? And last but not least, October 3rd as a name, cunty, mysterious. That's me, babe. I have been doing drag for a little bit over 2 years. My drag anniversary is actually Valentine's Day. That was my first drag performance. I decided to do drag because I realized at a certain point in college that it was an amalgamation of all the things that I was already passionate about, which are singing, dancing, acting, theater in general, you know, production, fashion, costume, and like most importantly, queer politics and being a fucking weirdo. So my drag actually finds inspiration in many different places. I am often inspired by creatures and mythology and aliens. But in regard to like drag celebrities, I would have to say I'm probably most inspired by like Sasha Velour, Brooklyn Heights, Charity Case, Willow Pill, Evie Oddly. My biggest drag pet peeve is small-mindedness. I cannot stand to see people have this view of drag in that it can only be this one thing, and like these pop diva drag queens are the only people that are gonna be successful and are the only people that are doing good drag, when there are so many different kinds of drag and there's so many different forms of art and expression, and we shouldn't be limiting our perspective and limiting other people and gatekeeping what drag can be. So from season 1, I definitely related to like Orbit, Glass, and Titanic because they were like the outstanding weirdos of the bunch, like the hardcore alternative people, even though they were all so different from each other. But I also relate a lot to Hydra because her honesty in her mouth can get her in trouble from time to time. But for the most part, because she won. Yeah, that's why I relate to her, because we're gonna have that in common. So I decided to compete on Drag Duel because I am a very competitive person. While I don't really like to compete, I love to compete, and more importantly, I love to win. But specifically, I wanted to compete on Drag Duel because I wanted to gain a lot of exposure, and I also wanted to push myself and challenge myself against really fierce people, particularly with my visual package. The fans of Drag Duel should definitely root for me because I represent something that is fluid and fresh and versatile and interesting and engaging and entertaining. And like I have a perspective, I have character, and I've gone through so many things in life, and I've not allowed that to tear me down, and I've only used it as fuel for my greatness and for my art. And I just want to share that with everyone, and I would hope that everyone wants to see it and wants to support me doing that.